So like, I was taking out the trash for the first time in like a month, and there were all these fruit flies, and I saw one fruit fly that looked different from all the other fruit flies. It was like black, with black eyes.
What? You're blowing my mind right now. Oh wait, if you saw them, maybe we can make more.
We should definitely take it to the genetics lab.
Okay. For cross A, for the parental cross with wild-type males and mutant females, how many wild-type males did we have?
We started out our initial cross with 10 wild-type males and 16 mutant females.
Okay.
And then they made Sweet Passionate Love and produced the F1. And then we had 10 males for that and 14 females.
All wild-type?
Everything was wild-type.
Okay. And so they crossed with one another?
The intercip cross, yeah.
Yep. So we saw all wild-type phenotypes, all mutant phenotypes, and then black eyes with wild-type bodies and wild-type eyes with dark bodies.
For a total of 4 new phenotypes.
Yep.
Well, I guess 2 were not new, but yeah, 4 phenotypes we saw in F2.
How many males were all wild-type?
70.
70.
And then we had 75 females. And then for the full mutants, we had 13 males and 19 females. And then for the wild type body, mutant eyes, we had 3 males, 4 females. And then for the last one, we had 14 males and 5 females.
All right. Okay. What about for cross C?
This was our reciprocal cross, correct?
Yep.
So for this we had, let's see here, we had 10 mutant males and 7 females in the parental cross.
7 females?
Yes. And then for the F1s we had 10 males and 16 females, all wild type.
Okay.
And then F2s, we had the same 4 phenotypes as we saw in Cross A. We had 84 males, all wild type, and 91 females. For full mutants, we had 14 males and 5 females. And for mutant body, or no, excuse me, wild type body, mutant eyes, we had 11 males, 8 females. And then for mutant body, wild type eyes, we had 8 males, 10 females.
Some weird numbers in this F2. I mean, if we're talking about genetic mode of inheritance, I could see it being maybe recessive because it skipped the F1s. We was all wild type in the F1s. But in the F2s, we saw all kinds of different, right? We saw 4 different phenotypes. So that's why I think it might be recessive.
I feel that. Well, it also can't be X-linked because it's not passed down from affected mothers to sons. And it can't be Y-linked either because it can't go from father to son. So it must be autosomal.
I like that. I like that hypothesis. Autosomal recessive. So that means that in our F2s, we'd see a 9:3 to 3:1 ratio, with 9/16 being all wild type, 3 being a mixture of wild type eyes, mutant body, 3/16 being wild type body, mutant eyes, and then 1/16 being all mutant. Man, we should really run a chi-square test on this and see what happens.
All right. So I calculated these values for the chi-squared table for our first cross, cross A. And adding these together, that makes for a chi-squared value of 113.61.
Which is very high.
Yeah. And how many degrees of freedom do we have?
3, since it's n-1 and we have 4 phenotypes we're testing.
Okay. So that gives us a p-value of well below 0.005.
Yeah. And we were originally testing to find significance at 0.05.
So that means we reject
our
hypotheses.
Yes.
So we have to start
over.
Okay. So for cross B, do the calculations one more time. And adding these together, we get 45.51 as our chi-squared value. So I guess that's a little better.
So it's headed in the right direction, but still.
Cross A. So with 3 degrees of freedom, that still gives us a p-value of less than 0.005. So our hypothesis is rejected for the reciprocal cross too.
Genetics.
So our p-values for both crosses were way too low. So that means we have to reject our hypotheses of the mode of inheritance being autosomal recessive.
Yeah, you're right. Definitely not autosomal anymore, but I think it could definitely still be recessive because the ratios don't matter for being dominant or recessive, but it still did skip the first generation. But wait, wasn't that 9:3 to 3:1 ratio for independently assorting genes?
You're right. That must mean the genes are linked, right?
Yeah, I could definitely see that the genes are linked. This has been too much on my brain. You hungry at all?
Yeah. Let's go get some.